Intro music. I have a pretty wild thought for you today.
Yeah, think about the year 2026. Your real competitive advantage isn't knowing a million AI tools.
Right.
It's actually mastering just one single system. Because most people use AI like a thinking human.
Which is completely wrong.
Fundamentally wrong, yeah.
Well, welcome to this deep dive. I'm really glad you're joining us today.
It's going to be a really fun one.
We're unpacking a comprehensive guide by Max Andelan. It's from March 2026. And our mission today is incredibly practical for your daily workflow.
Super practical.
We want to stop starting every AI chat from absolute zero.
Right, the blank page problem.
Exactly. Instead, we're going to build a persistent master prompt together.
It completely changes how you interact with these complex systems.
I am genuinely curious to explore this framework with you.
Let's do it.
Let's start with the most basic fundamental concept here. To use AI correctly, we have to unlearn a major assumption.
Yeah, we have to unlearn what we think it's actually doing.
Because it's not thinking about your complex business problem.
Not at all. It is just a statistical prediction engine at its core.
That is a massive paradigm shift for most users.
Huge shift. It forces us to look right behind the scenes.
Right.
During training, the model consumed massive amounts of published writing. It ingested books, articles, research papers.
Deep forum discussions.
Exactly. It's basically a highly compressed version of all human history.
And then it breaks all that text down into very small pieces.
Yeah, into tokens.
Tokens are basically word fragments the AI uses to guess what's next.
That's perfect. It predicts one single token at a time.
Based entirely on math.
Just math. It relies on recognizing deep statistical text patterns.
So because of this, responses can sound incredibly polished.
Very articulate.
But they will feel really shallow if your input is vague.
Exactly. The system is not reasoning in the traditional human sense. It's just matching probability patterns from a vast digital archive.
It reminds me of the search engine analogy from the guide.
Oh, that's a great analogy.
If you type good food into Google, you completely fail.
You get totally useless results for your immediate needs.
But what if you type something highly specific and constrained?
Like, best faux restaurant open Sunday night within 3 kilometers.
Right, you get absolute precision immediately from the algorithm.
Large language models work in that exact same mathematical way.
The more specific your input, the better the final output becomes.
Yeah. A vague 5-word prompt gives the prediction engine 0 boundary constraints.
So the probability distribution is massive.
And the response becomes totally generic.
But a highly detailed prompt gives the model a clear statistical pattern.
It leads to much more precise and professionally useful results.
That's why two people get completely different outcomes daily.
They use the exact same tool and get opposite results.
I'm wondering about our psychological reaction to this, though. Why do we automatically assume AI actually thinks like us?
Well, we constantly project human traits onto things that communicate.
We just can't help it.
Right. The conversational interface sounds incredibly natural now, so our human brains naturally assume there's a conscious mind inside.
But it's just advanced math matching incredibly complex text patterns.
Exactly.
So fluent language tricks our brains into seeing fake consciousness.
That is exactly what is happening.
If that's true, how do we fix our inputs?
We have to feed it the right structural text patterns. This is where context engineering really comes into play.
Context engineering.
Yeah, deliberately designing the background information you feed the AI.
The guide introduces something incredibly useful here.
The RCCF framework.
Let's actually build a prompt live to see how this works. Let's say I want to analyze some negative customer feedback data.
Okay.
I usually just paste it in and type summarize this.
And you probably get a very generic, boring, bulleted list back.
Exactly. It misses all the nuanced frustration from the actual customers.
This is where the RCCF framework steps in to save you.
It stands for role, context, command, and format.
Let's fix your broken prompt by starting with the role phase. Before asking anything, you must tell the AI its exact expertise.
So instead of a blank slate, I assign it a job.
Yes, because without a role, the model averages all human knowledge.
You get a bland centerline response.
That helps absolutely no one. But if you tell it to act as a senior product researcher,
the probability distribution narrows significantly.
Right. It drops the generic vocabulary and adopts that professional lens.
Next, we have to layer in the context phase.
Yes.
I still catch myself writing vague, lazy prompts when I'm tired.
Yeah, we all do it.
I just assume the AI knows what I'm trying to achieve.
Context is the absolute biggest advantage point most people completely ignore.
The AI can only work with the specific boundaries you provide.
You should include your marketing documents, product specs, previous transcripts.
Given examples of past analytical outputs that you really like.
Exactly. Then we move on to the command phase of the framework.
Command is the explicit and highly specific instruction you provide.
You cannot hint, imply, or assume it will figure things out.
A weak command is asking it to look for common complaints.
A strong command demands a rigorous analysis of churn risk indicators.
You demanded cross-reference the complaints against specific pricing tiers.
The difference between those two prompts is absolutely night and day.
And finally, we have the format phase to complete the structure.
Format is defining the exact shape of the final generated answer.
Because AI will default to whatever format seems most statistically natural.
But you can explicitly ask for a specific bulleted list.
You can ask for numbered operational steps or clean CSV data.
If you need a specific structural shape, you must describe it.
Do that before you ask for the final output to be generated.
That is the four-part framework in a nutshell. Role, context, command, format.
But there is a huge operational mistake people constantly make here.
Oh, tool hopping.
Yeah, people are constantly bouncing from Claude to Gemini to ChatGPT endlessly.
They never learn the specific underlying nuances of one single model.
Tool hopping is the biggest time-wasting mistake you can possibly make.
Learning to use AI effectively works exactly like learning a musical instrument.
You don't try to learn piano, guitar, and drums simultaneously.
If you do that, you will never get genuinely good at any.
You just end up playing chopsticks on 3 different instruments.
That is a perfect way to look at it. You need to go really deep on the piano first.
You learn the underlying rhythm and the deep musical theory.
That foundational knowledge naturally transfers to the other instruments much later.
Let me ask you this about the context phase. How exactly does context act like briefing a human contractor?
Well, a human contractor needs deep background blueprints to actually succeed.
If you just say build a house, you get a generic box.
But if you give them detailed architectural blueprints, you get your dream home. AI needs those exact same background blueprints to actually deliver value.
Context gives the AI specific blueprints for your unique project.
And once you master formatting, you unlock the next level.
That brings us to a massive shift in the daily workflow. Because once you master formatting a single prompt, you hit a frustrating wall.
How do you stop repeating yourself every single time you log in?
Opening a new chat always feels like starting completely from scratch.
That frustration is exactly where we transition into pull prompting.
Most people use AI in what we call push mode.
You give the system a long list of step-by-step orders.
You try to control every single variable in the entire generation process.
You treat it like a very fast, very obedient intern.
Right, and that completely limits the output to your own imagination.
Pull prompting flips that entire dynamic on its head.
You define the ultimate destination you want to reach instead.
Then you let the AI work backward to get you there.
You essentially give it a goal and let it interview you.
Exactly. First, you set the role and provide context as usual.
But you do not ask it to write an email sequence yet.
You say you need an email sequence that books specific strategy calls.
You focus on the business outcome, not the actual written task.
Then you add a very specific phrase to the prompt.
You type, "Ask me all the questions you need to produce this."
Yes. Then you just wait for the model to generate its questions.
The AI does the heavy discovery work for you entirely.
It asks targeted questions to surface the required information it needs.
The guide emphasizes using voice-to-text to answer those questions.
Speaking is just so much faster than typing out massive details.
And speaking produces a much richer, more nuanced context than typing does.
Developers actually use this exact approach when building complex software systems.
They define the desired outcome and let the model handle the implementation.
The exact same logic works perfectly for writing and strategic research.
That brings us to the core concept of the master prompt.
This addresses that quiet frustration most daily AI users share.
No matter how good your daily push prompts get, you start over.
The AI forgets your business, your unique tone, your strategic goals.
The master prompt solves this exact frustrating problem for you forever.
It is a portable context document for your daily professional work.
Imagine a file named masterpromptceo.pdf sitting right on your desktop.
It captures your context so the AI understands who you are.
It does this before the actual strategic task even begins.
Whoa. Imagine capturing your entire business brain in one PDF file.
You could deploy your best thinking across an entire global team instantly.
It creates a high-fidelity digital business partner in mere seconds.
Instead of writing a massive new prompt every morning, you just upload it.
You can create different specific versions for different operational contexts.
A CEO version deeply describing your overall long-term company strategy.
A content creator version explaining your unique voice and target audience.
I am struggling with this master prompt concept just a bit, though.
How so?
If I feed it all my own company data and preferences,
Yeah.
doesn't it just regurgitate my own existing biases right back to me?
Ah,
How does it stay an objective expert instead of a clone?
that is a completely valid concern to have right now. The trick is how you structure that specific context document. You are not telling the AI to agree with your every thought.
You are giving it the operational boundaries of your specific business.
Right. It still uses its vast training data to solve the actual problem.
It just applies that massive intelligence within your specific corporate reality.
And you can build yours in under 20 minutes today.
You just open your AI tool and type a simple command.
You ask it to interview you for your specific professional role.
The model generates a detailed set of highly relevant questions.
You answer them by voice, exactly like briefing a new team member.
Then you carefully review the context document it produces for you.
You tell it what is missing or factually inaccurate right away.
Then you save it as a clearly named PDF file.
Upload it as the very first file in every new conversation.
The improvement in your daily output quality is absolutely immediate.
Master prompts are also completely portable across different AI platforms.
When trying a new tool, simply upload the exact same PDF document.
The system instantly has your deep context without you repeating the explanation.
You can also use system prompts for this exact same purpose.
System prompts turn a really good prompt into a reliable, reusable tool.
They give the AI consistent architectural instructions about how to behave daily.
You probably spend 20 minutes refining a prompt sometimes.
You get the perfect output, but cannot reliably reproduce it later.
System prompts solve that exact problem for your entire team's workflow.
They capture the precise mathematical instructions that led to the best result.
Now, anyone on your team can produce the exact same quality output.
They can do this without knowing anything about prompt engineering at all.
Professional system prompts can actually be studied online right now.
You can find system prompts from major AI products publicly available today.
Searching GitHub will surface massive collections of these professional-grade prompts.
Studying how they are structured will dramatically accelerate your own engineering skills.
For sure.
Let me ask you this about the master prompt. How does a master prompt change the AI's average generalist behavior?
Well, without a master prompt, the AI averages all human knowledge together.
It gives you a middle-of-the-road, incredibly generic answer every single time.
Exactly. The master prompt forces it to filter everything through your specific lens.
It acts like a highly specialized expert in your specific niche field.
It filters global knowledge through your highly specific professional lens.
Beat. We're going to take a quick break right here. Sponsor. All right, let's jump back into the deep dive.
We have this flawless system for pulling and executing complex information.
We are using system prompts to do all the heavy lifting now.
This brings up a really critical existential question for the year 2026.
What happens when AI gets good enough to replace the daily user?
What is actually left for the human professional to do?
Technical execution is total democratized across the board now.
So human value has to shift somewhere else entirely.
The guide states it shifts to taste, vision, and care.
These are the three core things machines still struggle to replicate today.
Let's break those three human pillars down carefully for a moment.
Taste is all about recognizing and producing true, resonant excellence.
AI generates endless variations of content in a matter of seconds.
But it cannot decide which one actually deserves to exist.
That judgment still comes entirely from human beings.
The editor who cuts the weak paragraph from a long article.
The designer who rejects the overly safe, boring layout option.
The strategist who sees the critical difference between average and exceptional work.
You build taste by deliberately curating your daily inputs over time.
You should follow the absolute best people in your specific field.
You need to read really great writing regularly and study strong design.
The more your inputs reflect excellence, the better your taste naturally becomes.
Your outputs, even when directing an AI, will reflect that high standard.
You cannot recognize great work if you have never actually seen it.
Next is the pillar of vision.
We are talking about imagining something that does not exist yet.
It means seeing a future state and working backward from it.
AI is incredible at taking what exists and recombining it rapidly.
It can mash up Two different concepts in a matter of seconds.
But choosing an entirely new direction is a uniquely human capability.
Deciding what should actually exist requires real human vision.
People spend time thinking about what is truly missing right now.
We build vision by fiercely protecting our quiet thinking time.
Time away from the constant flood of algorithmic inputs is essential.
2-sec silence. People are absolutely terrified of quiet thinking time now.
Oh, definitely. But activities like doodling, walking, or writing in a physical journal help.
These quiet moments give your brain the vital space to imagine forward.
They stop you from just reacting to whatever's on your screen.
AI works best when it supports our execution tasks.
It is most helpful after the human direction is already crystal clear.
And finally, there is the pillar of care.
This means genuine care and concern for other people around you.
AI can simulate human empathy really well these days.
It can write incredibly polite emails and very friendly Slack messages.
But real, authentic relationships are something technology cannot truly provide.
Trust and genuine mentorship cannot be simulated by a statistical algorithm.
Showing up when someone genuinely needs help is uniquely human.
Technology can imitate these things, but it cannot embody them.
As AI takes over repetitive daily work, you get your time back.
That time can go toward building real, meaningful human relationships.
You can help people grow and create things that actually matter.
Professionals who invest deeply in these areas will not be replaced.
They will actually become significantly more valuable over time.
Absolutely.
Here is a question about that first pillar of taste. Why does having infinite AI-generated options make human taste more valuable?
Well, when digital options are infinite, human curation becomes the absolute scarce resource.
Anyone can generate 1,000 average designs in a single minute today.
The real value is knowing which single design will move people emotionally.
Abundance makes the human editor the most important person in the room.
Infinite noise makes the human filter the most valuable asset.
That is a very powerful takeaway.
Let's quickly recap the big strategic ideas we explored today.
Yeah, let's do it.
We learned that AI is fundamentally just a statistical prediction engine.
It predicts tokens based on learned probability patterns in the training data.
We discussed structuring our inputs using the powerful RCCF framework.
Role, context, command, and format are absolutely essential for good output.
We saw the true operational power of pull prompting and master prompts.
We learned how to stop starting every single chat from absolute zero.
And we realized why taste, vision, and care are your ultimate career moats.
Pete, I want to leave you with a lingering thought today.
Okay.
Human taste is traditionally forged through intense friction and struggle. We learn by doing the hard, tedious work ourselves over time.
Right.
We develop an eye for detail by making 1,000 painful mistakes. So how will we train our taste muscles in the future?
That's a great question.
What happens when AI is doing all the heavy lifting for us? Will we lose our eye for excellence if we stop doing the grunt work?
Wow.
That is something to think about during your protected thinking time. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. The difference between mediocre and exceptional output is just understanding the fundamentals.
You now have the core principles to reach the top 1%.
I highly encourage you to pick just one tool this week. Go build your very first master prompt document and test it out. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Altiro Music.